Hello and welcome to The Thick of It, a Best of BFM special. I'm your host, Anna-Maria Ahpolidiani. Best of BFM, or BOB for short, is a festival showcasing student projects from the Baltic Film Media and Art School in Tallinn University and recognizing their hard work over the academic year. For 2, sometimes 3 weeks, Supernova Cinema, that's located right here in the Institute, screens the works of students from various BFM curriculums that made within frames of different courses. The festival comes to an end with a gala where the best of the best works get to bring home a BOB award. Right here at our show, we will be meeting the students from different programs who are behind the project, with whom we'll be getting into the thick of it, hearing all about their projects and the creative process and their first-hand experiences on set with their BFM program. Today, I will be talking to the journalism student Eva Matilda Utsal and Kati Kadarbik about their project, Unseen Heroes. Let's take a look at the teaser.
Mina olen Karina, ma olen 24 aastat vana ja praegu ma õpin 5. kursusel veterinaarmeditsiini Tartus. Noorloomaarstid ei taha väga loomaarstina töötada.
Kahjuks loomaomanikud on ka väga suur stressiallikas.
Selline nagu viga hind on väga nagu suur selle loomaarsti tööl, et see on loomaelu.
Kas suund on õige praegu?
We want to welcome in the studio Kati and Eva, and we will be talking about their journalistic short documentary that covers the topic of veterinary medicine. So, welcome.
Hi, nice to be here.
I want to start with the very first question, which is going to be, can you introduce more of the subject of the project that you're presenting?
So in this project, we are actually talking about the behind the scenes of a veterinary's life, that it's not so easy as it seems, that it is actually, there's a lot of shortcomings that come with it, and we just really wanted to showcase that they need the utmost respect.
How did you come across this topic, veterinary discipline, and why did you choose it in the first place?
We came across veterinary discipline because we noticed that in today's media there is not talk about it that much. We usually see that in the media there is a lot of articles about medicine students and doctors, but veterinarians are also doctors. There's also medicine students, but at some reason there is not talk that much, and we wanted to take a look behind the scenes of the journey of where the journey of the young veterinarian begins. So, yeah, that's how we came across.
Yeah.
How much previous experience or knowledge did you have about this project previous to it?
At the beginning we lacked of knowledge, but we do a lot of researches. We interacted with vets and students to get to know about the current situation and get a bigger picture how things are.
Yeah, and we actually had someone on the team who knew some people in the field, and we got a lot of good background stories from them and a lot of leads where to go next and where to search, and yeah.
Now that you have seen the project finished at its glory, is there anything that you would want to do differently or highlight more or even just add on to or already existing project?
Well, I like how you phrased this question because it gives me a lot of chance to answer. I don't think we would like to specifically add anything on because this project was our baby. We did our best to complete it to our how we wanted, exactly how we wanted. But I like that you added highlight something. I think if we would have more time, of course nothing is perfect, right? If we would have more time, I think we would like to highlight even more the depth, to go to the depths of this subject, because we didn't have much time to go very deep in. We got to give the people watching a brief overview, but there's always more to show, you know?
Yes, we also have a time limit, so we can't do it longer and go more specifically in the topic.
Because it was a school project, so.
Let's take a look at the behind the scenes video from the project. And now to go more on the personal level, I want to know how was the experience working on this project for maybe both of you can answer this question.
Maybe I can start by saying that I feel that I was very lucky that we had people in the group who had already been introduced to this equipment before, who had maybe made some movie type things before, since I was very new to all of this. So I had a really great chance to learn from my friends and my teammates, and we also had a really good background from a video class we took before. But it was a very eye-opening experience.
I agree with Kati that we have a really great team that we just was made for each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes,
I would just like that. For me, it was hard to maybe sometimes help with things, since I knew less about camera equipment than some of the others. So that's the thing I learned about the most.
So what would be the key takeaway from the Unseen Heroes that you would keep and take for the future or upcoming projects?
Definitely great time management, because we started really early. The whole project take like 3 months, and we started in the beginning of October, I guess, but the deadline was in the December. And we take a lot of meetings, calls, and we also stay in touch all the time.
Yeah, and I think that one very important thing is to have very specific roles that everyone agrees with, so that no one is left with a role that they're just left with, that everyone likes what they do, because then you actually get the things done. And I feel like we really had that.
Do you have any pets? And working on this project, did anything change your outlook on either pet ownership or veterinarians change for you?
Well, I had a fish.
Me also.
I really wanted a dog, but I had a fish. And it didn't change my perspective thinking about the fish, but it really changed my perspective in a way that I have never thought, since I haven't owned maybe a pet that needs to go to a pet doctor or a vet, but I hadn't really thought about their work that much, but it really got me thinking.
I personally don't have pets also. I have a fish, so there's no actually need to go to the vet.
It's not looking good for us.
But what was the change in my perspective, that veterinarians are also doctors who need be treated, and same as the usual humans doctors, and their job are much harder, because pets don't speak. They can't say what's wrong. So.
And also, I don't think that people really think about the fact that pets have many of the same diseases, maybe on a different form, but many of the same diseases and very complex anatomy. If a human has like
The same
the same anatomy, there's like
pets have dogs, cats, I guess horses, cows,
everything,
etc. And basically they have the same diseases as humans, or like cancer, I know, some teeth problems.
It's like being behind a different camera that you're not familiar with every day, and you have to be perfect at it.
Yes.
Well, now to talk more about the curriculum on its own, how would you say that Unseen Heroes fit into the curriculum, and was it part of any courses that you were taking, or how did you decide to do the project in the first?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was part of the curriculum. We were taking a TV production course, and we need to pass the course and take a journalistic video story.
Yeah, it started as a part of the curriculum, and then it went forward to something we like much more.
Well, you mentioned video journalism, and Unseen Heroes also fall under that category, right? And what kind of what other formats and forms of journalism do you study in your curriculum?
Well, there's of course radio journalism, there's written journalism, but there are many different topics that go under each of those. So, but these are the three that just come to mind right now. We study all of them. We do like podcast, we study how to write like different stories and all that fun stuff.
Well, if someone would want to study in a university, why would you suggest or say that they should study journalism?
Journalism is truly world opening, and it's one big adventure in
Yeah, and I think that if you like to communicate, if you like to talk to people, if you are just overall curious about life, then you will love journalism. Some people have their own thoughts about journalists, but everyone has their own way of doing things, and you can do it as you see fit. But if the subject actually interests you, don't let others' opinions keep you from becoming what you want, you know.
Thank you so much for coming to our show and talking about your amazing project. And let's take a final look at the project.
Kas suunta on õige praegu?
Sellele ei saagi vastata. Ütleme nii, et ma arvan, et Eesti veterinaaria liigub ikkagi õiges suunas.
There we have it. Kati and Eva's team project Unseen Heroes showed us a very interesting peek into the life of veterinarians. To learn more about different subjects that are covered in other projects, check out the interviews from the thick of it. And to discover the various programs within BFM, make sure to visit the Tallinn University website. Who knows, maybe next year we will be talking about your new project. I was your host, Anna-Maria Ahmadiani, and thank you for joining me today. Bob Gala will take place on 13th of June, and you can check it on TLU YouTube channel. Stay tuned for it, and don't forget to watch the other interviews.